Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Chatting with Chuck. I'm Charlie Kirk, and today I'm here with Conor Fox. And Conor, can you kind of introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm a junior at Bellarmine, biology major on the pre-med track. I really like this school and everything, and I've been enjoying it so far. What do you want to talk about today, Charlie?
Cool. Well, so I know you and I have been friends for a while, obviously. And you're one of the smartest guys I know. But going with a really hard major, I know you also work in public safety. And so I was kind of wanting to talk to you about that today.
Yeah.
So can you tell a little bit, like, when you got started with public safety and, like, what brought you into that?
Yeah. So I was looking for a work study job because that's how I was going to pay for most of my tuition. So my parents told me to do that, and I was looking up stuff for like probably biology, like being a helper with like the labs and stuff like that. But instead, I found public safety, and they were the first to respond. So I was like, this could be good. This lady named Tonya, she doesn't work there anymore, but she's the one kind of set me up and explained to me like how to do everything. My first day, I still remember it. Like I go in there and there was all these monitors and stuff, and it was super overwhelming. And then Bob and Tonya showed me how to do everything, like dispatch officers and mess with the camera and stuff, and just kind of like the basic stuff and what to do, like lost and found and all that. And I kind of like got the hang of it pretty quickly. But I've learned like I have a lot of free time, so I usually just do my homework and possibly like just watch YouTube if I don't have anything else to do on my computer, and just leave the window open just to see if anyone needs any help or anything like that.
Very cool. So I know, being a biology major, you obviously have a ton of like homework and stuff like that, and a lot of projects. How does that balance work between scheduling hours for working with public safety and getting enough like just time to commit to your classes and homework and everything outside that?
So it actually I actually study while I work. Like I actually choose to study for my big tests and stuff at work, because I can basically just like be alone in the room and just focus on something.
Yeah, not much else to do.
Yeah, sometimes there's some like a call or something, or an officer is going to somewhere else, and I have to quickly just shuffle to do that. But I usually just listen to music on my computer, and just like study and do my homework, and it's relatively pretty peaceful, because I only work on Tuesdays and Thursdays this semester. I've worked a little longer in the past, but I try to get more time, like outside of work, just to do stuff, study with other people. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, sometimes it can get a little hectic, like 15 things are happening at once. Like you get a phone call while an officer's saying something, and then someone's at the window. That's happened before, and I'm like, one at a time. But I usually can like get it all like figured out and then go back to studying.
Very cool.
But yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like you've got some pretty like interesting days and some boring days. Is that kind of accurate?
Yeah. So there's some days where it's like there's a bunch of crazy stuff happening, and it's usually like if we have an event or something, and I have to send officers there to do stuff, and it's just kind of all over the place with like people like at the beginning of the year when people were doing their parking passes, because public safety handles that. They were all like, hey, I can't get this permit, but I can get this permit. Why can't I get this one? And I have to figure all that out. So that's definitely hectic.
Yeah.
But definitely it gets calmer like kind of later in the shift, because I work 3 to 6, and I take a 30-minute break and then work till 9. Okay. And the later shift definitely is more quieter, and like I can study and focus on stuff.
Very cool. Do you have any like kind of funny, interesting experiences with that?
Yeah. So this is really funny. So it's one officer named Daryl. A lot of people know him because he's been here for a while, and he's just the guy you know.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy. He's also really funny. So Caleb Mathis, who's a hall host, he's also one of my friends. He was giving a tour around Centro, and he came up to public safety office and like, this is public safety. You can see Connor working there, and I'm just like kind of wave, and then Daryl's like, who's talking to you? And he goes out there, he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? And then like the tourists were like what is happening, and like Caleb like also didn't know what was happening, and Daryl was just messing with him, like being all serious, like you're not supposed to be here, and and they were like actually like really scared, and I knew he was messing with him, so I was like that's just Daryl, and then Daryl's like I'm just kidding with you, and I'm like great, well there goes those people, they're never come back here again. But yeah, no, it was just really funny because Daryl was just being a little jokester.
Yeah, so it sounds like you really like the people you work with.
Yeah, so Daryl's great. A lot of them are been there for a while. They can get kind of grumpy, but I'm usually used to that. But yeah, I know everyone there, and actually there's like 2 officers who like are going to school as like student workers. Well, they are students and they work at public safety, and we like talk about school stuff sometimes because we had some of the few same professors. But yeah, so I know like pretty much all of them.
Cool.
Debbie Fox, who's like the director, she always calls me her nephew because we have the same last name.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And
it's funny that there's someone there who has the same name as you.
Mhm. Like everyone thinks her nephew, like I'm actually her actual nephew. When I'm like, no, it's just a name. But yeah.
Cool. Are there a lot of students that work there?
So there used to be like 3, like student workers, like excluding me, and now there is like I'm like the only one, because Sean used to work there. He's now a firefighter. You want to do that instead. Paige, I think, graduated, and then there was someone else before me, but they left right as I joined, I think, because I think they also graduated or something. But yeah, now I'm like the only student worker.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. So you're a biology major. What are you wanting to do with that?
So probably, I mean, I would like to go to med school. Me and my friend Tyler Holvey, we're trying to pursue this scholarship called the HBSB scholarships for the Navy, where basically they'll pay for like all your tuition and like give you stipend and signing bonus if you just become a naval medic, like after your med school and stuff like that for like about 5 years. And I'm like, that's just like insured employment, and you get like money for that. So I want to do something with the Navy, obviously, and then probably my specialty would probably be like I like to be a pathophysiologist, because I just think like things that are abnormal in the body kind of interest me, because I'm like, why does that happen? Like what like diseases or things cause that? That's kind of like what I like about biology a lot too.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. I guess, are you planning on staying with public safety and biology throughout, now that you're a junior? I mean, you could switch, but there's not much point in switching majors.
Yeah.
And are you going to continue to work with public safety?
So, I'm thinking about staying with public safety, because I'm just super used to it, and I just know how it goes and everything. But yeah, there's some times where I'm just like, I wonder if there's another federal work study job where it isn't so busy, because sometimes public safety can get really busy, as I said before. But overall, I don't think it's that bad, and I usually just suck it up, and I can usually study a lot.
That's
like
good.
Anyway, if I just am focused, it helps me multitask. That job definitely helps me try to multitask.
Build that skill.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess to kind of finish things off, is it something that you'd recommend for other incoming students and younger students to look at?
I mean, yeah, if you can't find a federal work study job, public safety they will have spots open, because I'm kind of the only student worker right now. But basically, you can just talk to Kyle Reber, who's also the director, or Debbie Fox, about it. And they can probably help you out. It's like once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad, and you can like get a lot of homework done, and you kind of just it's kind of like your own personal space, and you help people too, sometimes, who need like lost and found items, or like just some type of help. But and I always say hi to people when they walk by. Like you guys, I saw you a few times.
Yeah.
When you walking by, and I always say, "What's up, Charlie?"
Yeah, try not give you too much of a hard time when I go by.
Yeah, I'm usually like looking at my computer on my looking at my book, And then someone says, "Hi," I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Where are you at?" Oh, what's up?
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah.
Well, Connor, I really appreciate you coming on. Nice. I appreciate you coming on. I'm Charlie Kirk, and thanks for tuning in to Chatting with Chuck. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you.